to me. How does it work?
Okay. For make things clear and for even the viewer to understand, let me just start by saying, by the time we were still a Sangoma, we were using human body parts.
Ish.
Yeah. So at first, I did not know that we're gonna use those things.
Yes.
So I remember this other day, there was a policeman who came. So we done amatambo, everything, and so and forth on. So in that consulting, we found out that somewhere, somehow, will be involved in a shooting. So he asked me if I could protect him against the bullet. So I was like, okay, yeah, I will do that, but let me go and ask my Kobela how to do those things. So I gone there and asked her and said, Makoko, how do you mix this muti? Then she said, call one of my spiritual daughter,
Yes.
Matwasana High.
Yes.
But I was surprised or why she can't tell by herself. So I took her phone and I called.
So when she called, she says, for this medicine, ask this person.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So I called that mama and I explained everything to her. Then she said, okay, put this muti, put this, put that. At the end, she said, oh, and don't forget bones. I was like, oh, no, what bones? He said, no, human body, human bones. I was like, human bones? And she said, oh, by the way, now you are a Sangoma. You have to know all the secret.
Yes.
In this, we use a human body part. I was like, what? And she said, no, you have to know this thing because of all the Sangomas that you see out there, no one was operating without those things.
Ish.
I was like, yo. I think she felt that I was
You
scared.
were scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the time, they teach you, but do they tell you where you source these things?
No.
Okay.
Like some other things, you'll learn them
As
when
you go.
someone come.
Okay.
They won't tell you everything.
Yeah.
So she said to me, this thing, you must not tell anyone.
Yeah.
If you tell anyone, you're gonna be crazy. You're gonna lose your mind
Yes.
or even die.
Yes.
She said, this is our secret. She said, even our ancestors were doing this. So there's no way out.
So did you complete the assignment?
Yeah.
So who gave you the human bones? Did she give you or?
No, after then, I gone to my gogo and explained everything to her. And she said to me, I've already grinded them into powder and I've already mixed them with other mutis. So go and take that muti. That muti already mixed.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So I did that. So after that man gone, I took my Govela. I was like, you'll tell me today. Yeah, on a serious note, because I wanted to know.
Yes.
I was like, is it true?
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, it's true. We are using this thing. And I said, then where are other body parts? Or where are other bones? And she said, other one with Upeti Gocharatin and the back door. I mean,
A full body.
yeah, not full body,
Yes.
a bone, some bones.
Okay.
So I was like, and then where did you got this thing from? And she said, there are other people who come and sell those things to Sangomas. Usually it's not Sangoma who kill.
Okay, yes.
But people know that Sangoma use these things.
Yes.
So they'll come and sell them those things.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard to digest. I think early this month or late last month, those 5 kids were killed in Soweto. And so I'm always telling people that it's funny, we do not want to talk about this. But let us be honest. inadvertently, when you go to a Sangoma, you are supporting this market.
Exactly.
And people do not want to talk about it, because if they talk about it, you say, no, you guys are Christians, you hate everything. But no. Look, so for example, if someone goes to a medical doctor, you are also supporting the pharmaceutical companies.
Exactly.
Because pharmaceutical companies tell doctors to administer medicine. So if you go to Sangoma, you are also supporting that market. So it doesn't mean we are criticizing these ones over the other ones. We are just saying, here's the link. Why you continue with the link when it comes to those body parts and then you stop? For example, it's a very difficult thing to do. It's a spiritual thing. One of the reasons we are finding it difficult to talk about it is you speak about how people bring human fetuses to doctors. They grind it, they dry it, and they mix it in those herbs. Can you explain how do they source these human fetuses?
Yeah, so as I was questioning my Govela, because of after that she was open to me. I think she taught me a lot of things. That's where he get to the point of these fetuses.
Yeah.
So I asked Skyware, where do you get these things from? Then she said to me, at hospital. And she said, you have to have money to bribe the security, the nurse, the doctor, and everyone in there.
Oh, because you're going to have to live with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So apparently they get those things from hospital or from clinics.
Yeah.
When people gone there, if they got abortion or miscarried, miscarried.
The fetuses. And
Yeah.
they tell you that you have to bribe a security to come out. Is it the Sangomas who go to the church, or even on this one they sit it out, people do the hustle and then they just bring the final product?
Sometimes people will come.
Sometimes you have to go.
Yeah, if you need it urgently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because just about every day people lose their life.
Yeah,
someone told me that sometimes if the business is dry, people make the business. If there are no fetuses, people they make sure that they must be fetuses because they're too broke.
Yeah.
And you made a startling realization to say, and it's very sorry, we don't want to sound insensitive. And you say just about everyone who has been administered anything by traditional healers, chances are they consumed a fetus.
Obvious, my brother. If you go to traditional healer, let's say you are a lady and say, no, I'm struggling to conceive. Then when I use that fetus or that miscarried baby, yeah, and obviously when you've gone there, already they are dried and grinded into powder, and they'll give you.
Yeah. So in the animal kingdom, animals would eat the fetus, the placenta. No, not the fetus itself, the placenta, the placenta, to eat it for two reasons. It gives them the proteins and the energy they would have lost, and it clears away the birth site for other animals to come in and find them. So in humans, it's seen as cannibalism to do something like that. And I know other cultures, they demand their own fetuses and the placenta after a miscarriage. Do you think that is good for them?
I think this one, it is more spiritual because of, remember, I'm going to say this thing, Tabayamo Sangoma is from kingdom of darkness.
Ish.
And you know that in that kingdom, you have to do sacrifice. Even when they have to, working to promote you, they will say, kill someone, bring this thing, bring what. So this thing is more spiritual than we see carnally.
So for example, I'm a poor podcaster. I want to grow and be like other big podcasters, be like McG. If I go to a Sangoma, they will tell me that, hey, you must do something.
No, usually Sangomas, they don't tag lines. When you go there, already Sangomas, they've already have their product to help you.
Oh, so it's ready made. It's already there with them.
Yeah, when you go there, let's say you want a promotion, you want business, you want what, you'll find those motives they're ready. Already that those human body part, what, they're ready, they've gone, I mean they took it somewhere.
Yeah.
When how fitla fella nje, ba shapa ka tsona, they'll give you whatever you want.
Do you know they use this word? So because I'm not Nguni, I struggle with Nguni words. They say ugutwala. So ugutwala, the other one I know is not a kidnap, but it's a soft kidnap of taking a child that is still young to go in and force the family to marry you. But I've came across the new one, ugutwala. They say ugutwala, utwele. They say you're wearing things. So it gives you good luck, it gives you power, it gives you. Did you dwell into that in your practice?
No. That one, there's uktwala ona lo your consultant generally nje as uktwala. Like this thing are different.
Okay.
Uktwala they know.
Yes.
Or yeah, sitwele manje.
Okay.
So baba bangwe, it's like when you want a promotion as uktwala, when you need business to grow.
As uktwala.
Yeah.
Okay.
But ona lo ba above those things.
Okay.
It's more deeper.
Okay, sharp. So these consultations, is it similar? Because I know the church ones, they would say lebone muporofita and stuff. They would say we are not putting a price, you just thank them. Plus minus this thanking in this religion and the other religion, how much is it? Plus minus, do you know? So I want to call it consultation fee for people to understand.
At church?
Yeah, well, I was giving church as an example, but if you go to a Sangoma, if now I need to interpret something, I go to a Sangoma, just plus minus how much will it be?
When I left, it depends on the Sangoma.
Yeah.
Some they charge thousands, 500, but...
Do they put a figure?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's a consultation fee.
Okay. Sure. And then, how much is your book? I know you are not making a business out of this, but how much is a book if someone wants you? Because all these stories you are telling me, they are contained in the book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how much is it, and where do people get it?
Yeah, the book is 100 rand.
Just 100.
Yes. Yeah, the book it's 100 rand, even though I wanted to whatever 250 because of printing, publishing,
all the cost and
so
logistics
so
of
expensive.
Yes.
Yeah, but the Lord said no, I have to sell it by 100 rand because of the aim of this book is not to make money or business. Though I need money, I want to
it saves people.
Yeah, but this is a way of evangelizing.
Yeah.
This is a way whereby people will get more information, more knowledge.
Anyone can get this, even a Sangoma.
Yeah, anyone. Okay. Sangoma, pastor, because of there are pastors who go to consult.
Yes.
So,
all right.
They are welcome to.
So, you spoke about the losses you had.
Yeah.
It involved a job. It involved business losses. You yourself, you have lost a marriage in this. Do you attribute it to the spirits, the bad spirits, and how lucky are you? So in our space, we would call it, how lucky are you, Kamjolo? Have you?
No.
Yes.
I can't know go creating now. Okay, I'm a born again Christian. You know, or ritual we don't date.
Yes.
It's either we do courtship.
You do courtship.
Yeah, maybe for 6 months.
So
and after that,
so God will show you the way. The person will. I've got a pastor friend. He's watching. He says he knows that there could be repercussions if you marry outside the church, because one of his mistakes was he married outside the church, and when something came up, the elders came to him and said, "You see what you have done. This might be one of the reasons, because you married someone who you're not grounded with. For example, for you, it would be easier if you marry someone from the same church, because you would know and you would believe whenever you have challenges, you would see them in the same light." Is it the line of thinking with you?
Yeah. Imagine you marry someone who believes in ancestors.
Yeah.
So
it won't click.
yeah, but if you are all Christians,
Yeah,
I think everything will be smoothly.
Pakisi Monna, Pasadi, they are looking at you, and you are a fine brother, and you are not married, and I know they see you in that light. They don't see you like I see you. Now I see you, they see you, and so you are saying, "Ish, hard luck."
The problem is I'm choosing my brother.
You are choosing.
Just because of I'm single doesn't mean I will accept everything.
But there are people who are praying to have a man like you, a man who's spiritually grounded, a man who's firm, a man who believes in God. In your belief, you say the first sign of a spiritual man is the fear of God. How do you put it? I'm making the words. How do you put it? The first sign of wisdom.
Yeah, the beginning of wisdom.
The beginning of wisdom is fearing God.
The Lord and shun evil.
Yeah. So you are there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So meaning you've got all the right numbers. Women are looking. They are saying, so Babe Chile fast. Is that what you say?
Better fast. If there's anyone who's available, yeah.
No, you are Okay.
You can call me, then we'll see.
You'll see.
A
man. God says a man cannot live alone.
Hey, my brother.
Yes, a man cannot live alone.
It's not good for a man to be alone. So
okay. Yeah. So here's the thing. So I've done my part. I don't want. So meaning we cannot divulge all, because things are contained in the book. We still want people to sell the book. We don't want this. So the purpose of this show is not to be a spoiler alert.
Okay.
So it's not to do a spoiler. We don't want to spoil the contents of the book. People will still find stuff in the book to read, and I want to leave it at that. So those who want to, because I believe there are people who are sitting at home doubting, is this a spiritual calling from the darkness side or from the bright side? I don't know which for you is the bright and the dark. And those answers are contained in the book.
Yeah, everything.
And the beauty is, do you sign, if someone comes and buys it directly to you, do you sign, do you autograph the book for them?
Yeah, even though they need pictures.
Yes.
We can.
You do that.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't have a problem.
Yeah, so when they do that and then you sign, and then if they're reading something they can't understand, the beauty is you are someone who's sitting there, they can call you, then you explain how it works.
Yeah, even if they need help. Like now there are a lot of people who are tormented by these spirits that call themselves ancestors.
Yes.
I say that call themselves ancestors, so I know that they are not ancestors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's those who are in doubt. So meaning I'm not sure what I'm doing is it a calling? Is it? And then I know you do take calls. People have been
whether they are in doubt or not.
Yes.
If they don't want to be initiated, there's a way.
Okay,
because people think that there's no way.
So tell me. So I know there are people who consider homosexuality as bad spirits. Do you also help those? Or that's not your field? I'll tell you why. There's a lady who was a lesbian, and she turned away. She said that life was a life of evil spirits. She's now in the ministry, and she's giving the gospel. She's preaching the good news.
As a lesbian?
No, not as a lesbian. As an ex-lesbian. So your story is almost intertwined with hers, because she has lived what in the books in the scriptures would call the dark life. So she has lived as a lesbian. Now she has relinquished that life, and then she's in the ministry. She's teaching against that. So I just thought maybe you and her almost have a similar story. So for you, do you think you could still help people like that? Because their parents, most parents would consider that as evil spirit. Do you consider that to be evil spirit, meaning logistic trucks? Okay. Do you consider that to be evil spirit, meaning you can heal people like that, or you can help them?
According to Bible.
Yeah.
I'll say according to Bible.
Yes.
Yeah, according to Bible, yeah, that's evil spirit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I tell people that you'll understand why I asked you at the beginning that for Christians, they have the Bible. The Muslim, Islam has the Quran. The Jewish have the Torah. These three monotheistic religions, they are highly regarded as the biggest religions in the world, and they are centered in Jerusalem. Funny, in 1 square mile. All of these religions, they have a book of reference. This is where they refer. That's why I asked you at the beginning if these people have it. So we don't know if they have it, but you have a reference.
Yeah.
And the book tells you that homosexuality is a sin.
Yes.
To an extent, it even says Sodoma and Gomorrah was something that God felt it is not nice.
Exactly.
And he cleansed the world of Sodom and Gomorrah. So meaning that he put a reset button. You know, a phone you can put 15 settings.
Yeah.
That's what he did with the world, with the floods, and that's where the story of Noah comes back. So I always ask people that. So it's in two ways. Number one, it's either God made a mistake, he did not cleanse the world well, or Noah, when he was welcoming the couples of those animals were coming in, there must have been a gay there must have been a gay or a lesbian that came in, because it must be one of those if you believe in God. So if the narrative of explaining this world based on God, then there must be two mistakes. It must be he did not cleanse the world well, or when the animals were coming in, they did not come in well, and a true checks and balance was not done, if we are going to answer with the Bible. But I don't want you to filter in that if you feel it's not. But let me just give you your departure, a parting shot. What is it that you want to say? Because now I'm done with my show. The rest people will read from here.
Yeah, you so mean my last words, or you want me to answer what you were saying?
No, if you want to answer, you can answer. We are finishing the show. We are wrapping up. If you want to answer, you can answer. But where are you based, and if people want to come in and find you directly? Because now I found you on social media, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the people can just Google your names, they'll find you.
Yeah, so people can just Google my name, will find me. If they want to invite me, because of usually one thing that I do, I go to churches giving my testimony.
Yes.
Yeah, if there are other people who have got the same problem, they can still contact me. We can talk. If they need help, you'll
be able to assist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pakisi, so you are traditional healer, Sangoma, you are practicing, and in the Bible they would say it's a Damascus moment. This is when God talks to you. Yeah. This is when you get the inclination that what you're doing is not right.
Yeah.
Did you have that Damascus moment? What happened for you to leave?
Yeah.
You've got stories.
There's this song, say, when I remember what the Lord has done for me, I'll never go back anymore. Yeah, so 2019, my brother, I was still a Sangoma. But 2019 November, this night is a night that I'll never forget.
Okay.
I was sleeping. So while I was sleeping, I heard a voice in my room.
Yes.
That voice said to me, you are a child of God, and you were supposed to be doing the work of God.
Yes.
So when I wake up, there was no one in the room.
But you heard the voice.
Yeah, I know that. No, I heard the voice.
Yeah.
So since there was no one in the room, okay, I was wondering. Then I went back to sleep. The following day, I called my Govela, the person who initiated me, and I narrate my story to her and tell her that no, I heard a voice last night telling me that I am a child of God, and I was supposed to be doing the work of God. Kante, what are we doing here? Remember, as ex-Sangoma, or while I was a Sangoma, I thought that I was doing the work of God and the work of ancestors at the same time. Because...
So, Luana, you believed what most of them believe, to say they are children of God and they are children of the gods.
Yeah.
So, in other words, your Damascus moment was telling you that the two can exist.
Yeah.
You can't serve two gods.
Exactly. And I was so shocked, my brother, because of pastors were coming. We're helping pastors. Christians were coming. So I thought,
You're helping the pastors.
Yeah.
You're helping Sangomas.
Yeah. Pastors, bishops,
yes.
like they will come to us.
Sure.
And we'll help them.
Sure.
Some will even strengthen them. I remember this other lady came. She was a Christian, and she said, can you help me? I want a promotion at church so that they can promote me as a pastor. I was like, okay. That's simple. And he came back again. He said, can you help me? I want to see.
See, meaning I want to have vision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to be a prophet. I was like, okay, that's fine. And I did those things. So when that voice was saying, I'm a child of God and I was supposed to be doing the work of God, I was like, I don't know. What's happening now? So vele.
Yes. And then where did you take this thing? What did your Govela say?
No, she said, maybe one of your ancestors used to be Christians. So they want you to do those things both. Like go back to church and be a Sangoma and be a Christian at the same time.
And by the way, the church already told you go and be a Sangoma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I said, no, man, I was a Christian. And they took me out of church. They initiated me. Yes. Now they are telling me, no, this thing seems like they want to confuse me.
Yeah.
And she said, no, you know what? You are right. Go and talk to your ancestors and ask them what's going on.
Yes.
So I did that almost a week without getting any response. So the other day I was alone at home. I just feel like praying. So immediately when I kneeled down, that voice came back again. It was during the day, around past 11 to 12.
Okay.
It was audible voice. That voice said to me, my child, it is me, your Lord, your God. I want you to stop doing this thing and go back to my children. Go back and tell them the truth. Sure. Go back and tell them that I am God and I am alive. What? Go back and tell them that there's nothing impossible with me. Go back and tell them that I'm coming very soon. It's like, yo.
Very soon?
Yeah, because I used to hear people say, hey, Jesus Christ is coming. I thought, by saying, there's no such. But when I heard that voice saying, go and tell them that I am coming very soon, I was like, what? So, and the same voice said to me, I must write a book about ancestral worship. So in my heart, I was talking to myself saying, but I know nothing about ancestral worship. The only thing that I know is only mutis, how this muti works, spell, hex. Does God want me to write about those things? But that voice was listening to me, even though I was talking to myself. And that voice said to me, no, you don't have to write about those things. I will tell you what to write and I will show you what to write. So indeed, God showed me what to write and he told me what to write. That's the product.
Oh, okay, sure.
To an extent whereby he even showed me a demon that called itself ancestor.
So you consider ancestors a demon?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, before we go back to the book. So you, and in part, you did not have a happy time inside the ancestral spirit, because there was a time where you'd get instructions. I don't know what you call them, died or what. They said you must have a Dumba, and you wanted money, them to provide for you resources to build the Dumba, and he did not come. And you did not know. So this ancestral spirit, they were not. So they were showing you the way, but without giving you means to provide. How do you call it? I don't even know how to call it.
Yeah, I think many people, they can.
It's expensive. So besides the monies you are paying for going through the teachings and it's also expensive to also start this practice.
And the worst part, my brother, about ancestors, when they want something, they close all doors. Abakhulume kahle.
Let me tell you, we've had that a lot. They say, for example, let's say I have business ventures myself.
Yeah.
So some of them fail, some of them do well, some of them. So in other words, the failure of any of them could be an indication that they're not happy.
Yeah.
So I have to slaughter something good.
Yeah,
It's panda.
Yeah.
Everything that goes doesn't spanda.
Yeah, that's their problem. They can lose the business, shut all the income, and when you consult, they say they need something, and they're not gonna open it until you do those things.
So now you have left that and you are serving the Lord.
The mighty one.
The mighty one, as your. I love the phrase how Christians put it. They say, as the and Savior. How do you say it?
The Lord and Savior.
It is the Lord and Savior. So now you are serving Him as your Lord and Savior. So do you get confusion with this one or the other one? Because on this one, things are clear.
Yeah, He's a way maker. On this one, if God wants me to do something,
Yes.
He'll make a way.
Okay.
That's the one thing that I like about God. He's a way maker. Whatever that He wants me to go, whatever, like even to write this book.
Yeah.
He made a way to an extent whereby by that time I was not working.
Yes.
So I could not publish the book.
Yes.
But He sent someone so that He can pay all the expenses so that the book can be published.
I understand. So Christians love using this phrase, and it throws me off every time they use it. They say God's favorite child, the way favorite child. It sounds from an outsider, it sounds as if they are the favorite child. The other people are not God's favorite child. So you became a God favorite child at the moment. Just someone just came and facilitated the trip. In fact, you say this is not yours.
Exactly, that's
This
not
is not
mine.
yours, yeah.
It's God's book.
Yeah, you are just here to administer the work that this thing must go out to people.
Exactly, because of most of things that I've written here, it was the revelation, because of sometimes information was just downloaded in my spirit or in my heart.
We wouldn't be doing this if that thing didn't come.
Yeah. So I end up written, in fact, I've written almost 7 books.
Yes, sir.
So this year I have to release maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, maybe I'll get invited so that I can talk about those books.
Yeah, no, man, let's do it. Let's do it. So next time we see you, we'll be having something similar. I love the content of this book, and I know because it's topical. Our audiences who are spiritually inclined, it will make more sense to them than me. So you done? You want to say everything that you want to say regarding the book?
Yeah, regarding the book and the message.
The message, yeah.
What God said I must tell people, I think it is straightforward.
Yeah.
Even though I can't go into much details because of when God said, go and tell them the truth. There's a truth that people need to know.
So that's how you left.
Yeah.
That's how you left the darker spirit into the lighter spirit. Yes.
Even though it was not easy, there was spiritual warfare.
What challenges did you face?
Yo, my brother.
What challenges did you face?
You don't wanna know. There was a time whereby even demon will appear in my room. I'll see demon physically so.
So a demon like Togoloshi.
All of those kind Togoloshi.
So the
demons.
book says witchcraft, secrets, manipulations, demons and spirit of ancestors.
Yeah, understanding. So people must understand the demons, the secret, the manipulation.
And there's a chapter talking about quitting traditional healing. It wasn't easy.
Yo. Like, I was so shocked because of the battle was for this book. Because when that demon came, he said, if you dare publish this book, we're going to take your mind.
Oh, consistent with the other one that said, if you tell our secrets, you'll go mad.
Yeah. So I think they did not mind for me or I left their what. Yeah. But for me to write these things, it was their problem. The warfare was about this book. Or no, you can't write about us.
So you almost didn't make it here. They almost killed you.
Sure. But what I like about God, I don't know if he's a man or what.
Yes.
He's a fighter.
Yeah.
Like through it all, I saw the hand of God fighting for me. Through it all, like I saw, like when God said, "He'll never leave you nor forsake you."
Yes.
When God said, "There's nothing impossible with me," like I saw.
So when this Togoloshi, when this devil spirit came in the physical form, right?
Yeah.
When it came in the physical form, were you in your dumba or were you in your bedroom? Where were you? You had already left, or you were in the way of living the ancestors?
I was already left everything, banned everything. Yeah. Those things sometimes will happen while I'm on bed. Sometimes will just appear while I'm watching TV. Like even snakes. I'll just see snake coming in my room. Huge snake, my brother.
So almost when you did not live well, you left in a war.
Hey.
You burned the stuff.
Yeah, the reason why I burned the stuff, it was instruction from God. He said I must burn those things. Even though I was so skeptical and scared, but he gave me assurance that nothing will happen to you. He even sent angels. I remember there was this other night, I saw thousands of angels surrounding me. 2 came to me and they covered me. I remember.
Did they have wings?
Yeah.
So tell me, so when you're talking angels, you're talking about like going up and joining the Lord. This is the part I want to understand. So I would ask people who have joined many political parties to say, if you were either in ANC and then EFF and then you die, so in your coffin, who would you want people to carry you? So when you pass, how would you want to be remembered if you're no longer here?
As someone who stands against ancestral worship. As someone who
stood and won.
Yeah. That is why I like Julius Malema.
Because he's a fighter.
He's a fighter.
Yeah.
He's an economical freedom fighter. So even myself, I can call myself spiritual freedom fighter.
So do you get along with people who say the ancestors are the future? The ancestors are everything. Do you get along with them?
I don't fight with anyone.
Yes, no. Of course, you don't fight with them. Do they get along with you?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Okay,
no, on a serious note, I don't expect anything from them. If you want to believe this way, what I'm doing, I'll always speak the truth.
Yeah.
And I won't impose what I believe on you. I'll just tell you the truth. It is up to you if you take it or you don't take it. You know what I like about Christ? Christ is not like ancestors. Ancestors, they will force themselves.
Okay.
But Christ, he said, I'm standing at the door. Whoever hear my voice and open his heart, I'll enter. But Idlos, So now I'm trying to get the character of Christ.
Yeah.
So even Christ, he won't force anyone to follow him. So why should I force anyone to believe in God?
So what is your message for people who are doing both? Who are going to church and still consulting?
My message to them is they must find the truth because of they are lost. They cannot serve two masters. They cannot. They cannot serve God and the devil at the same time.
So they would say, before God came, I think...
I like it.
Yeah, Bartholomew Dias came in 1488 and the first white man to come. He was Portuguese. They're going to ask you, the typical question is, what did you do before God came? What did you do before the ships came? What did you do? So where was God before the white people came?
You know, as I said that I don't impose or force people to follow Christ. I'll ask them simple question or tell them this. Our ancestors, they've never worshipped their ancestors, but they were worshipping idols. If us African, we want to do Africanism, still fine, but let us do it in a right way. Now we say we are following the footsteps of our ancestors. But if you go back before Bible come, you will find that our ancestors were not worshipping their ancestors. They were worshipping idols. Where do we get this thing of worshipping ancestors? If you want to do ancestral, this Africanism, you are welcome, my brother. I can teach you. I can even tell you the name of gods, the name of idols that our ancestors used to worship.
Oh.
The name of those spirits, so that you can do incantations.
Yes.
Yeah, because now we are lost as African.
So tell me, what believable?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why I'm asking you. You know the people who are most obsessed, kabuloi, and fearing to be bewitched are actually Christians. I could be wrong, but the people who are always worried, baton lawyer, and then in the same breath they would say, now I'm covered in the in the blood of Jesus, no one can touch me. But they are the one who speaks a lot of fear about being bewitched.
Yeah, witchcraft do exist, man.
It does exist.
Too much.
So do you think there are people who join the church
for protection?
For protection.
Yeah, many people. But still, even in that church, they don't believe that God can protect. Those who run to church for protection, they still don't believe that God can protect. They do both sides.
Oh. Although when they've got a problem, they go and ask a traditional healer. And then on Sunday, they go to church.
Yeah.
Okay.
But those who are not scared, they'll stand.
So tell me something. It's a question. It's a short one because we're cutting now. When I win an award, Barmashan is the best podcaster, I go there and say, I would like to thank the Lord Jesus and stuff. Why, if I go to traditional healers, I don't praise my traditional healer? Is it supposed to be a secret when I go there?
No.
It's not okay. So why do people keep a secret that they consult?
That one.
You don't know.
I don't know.
It's fine. Let's leave it. We are cutting. Pakisi Patmore Machaba. Thank you very much, my brother. You're a good person. Your story scares a lot of us. Thank you. Now we are done.